Have you ever been humiliated by family, then got the sweetest revenge without saying a word? Asterisk, we're at 12 subscribers. Help me hit 1,000 by hitting subscribe. Asterisk, because your story matters. And revenge tastes better when it's served cold. Asterisk, now, let's begin. Asterisk, my mother-in-law looked me dead in the eyes, across the Thanksgiving table, and said, maybe if you weren't so broken, my son would have a real family by now. The room went silent. Forks froze. My husband, Daniel, stared at his plate like a coward. Nobody defended me. I sat there, hands trembling in my lap, holding a secret I'd kept for 2 weeks. A secret that would shatter her smug little smile. But I didn't say a word. Not yet. Asterisk, I just smiled back and said, pass the potatoes, Linda. Asterisk, because revenge isn't about shouting. It's about timing. Asterisk, before I tell you what I did, let me ask you this. Have you ever been called broken by someone who had no idea what you were carrying? My mother-in-law Linda hated me from day one, not because I was cruel or disrespectful, but because I wasn't the girl she picked for her precious son. Asterisk, I was too quiet, too plain, to average. Asterisk, at our wedding, she wore white. At our housewarming, she criticized every decoration. Asterisk, when Daniel and I struggled to conceive, she turned it into a weapon. Asterisk, maybe it's a sign, she'd say, with that fake sympathetic smile. Some women just aren't meant to be mothers. Every family gathering became a stage for her cruelty. She'd ask invasive questions in front of everyone. Any news? Still nothing. And when I'd stay silent, she'd sigh dramatically and pat Daniel's hand like he was the victim. My husband, he never said a word. Asterisk, she doesn't mean it. He'd say in the car, afterward, that's just how she is. Asterisk, but silence is agreement. And his silence felt like betrayal. We'd been trying for 3 years. Every negative test felt like a knife. Every pregnancy announcement from friends felt like salt in the wound. Asterisk, I started avoiding family events. Baby showers? Birthday parties? Anywhere Linda could corner me with her passive-aggressive pity. Asterisk, but Thanksgiving, that was mandatory. Asterisk, Daniel insisted. It's one day. Babe, just get through it. So I went. I walked into Linda's house that Thursday afternoon with a smile that didn't reach my eyes and a secret folded in my purse. Asterisk, 2 weeks earlier, I'd taken a test. Positive. I stared at those 2 pink lines for 20 minutes, sobbing in the bathroom. Asterisk, I went to the doctor. They confirmed it. 8 weeks. Asterisk, I wanted to tell Daniel immediately, but something stopped me. Asterisk, maybe it was the years of disappointment. Maybe it was the fear of getting my hopes up. Asterisk, or maybe, deep down, I knew this moment was coming. Thanksgiving dinner started normal enough. Linda made her usual passive jabs. Oh, you brought store-bought rolls. How practical. I smiled, nodded, ate my food. Then came dessert. Asterisk, Linda stood at the head of the table, holding her wine glass like a queen addressing her court. Asterisk, I just want to say how grateful I am for family, she began, even the incomplete ones. Her eyes landed on me. Daniel, sweetheart, I know how hard this has been for you. Waiting, hoping. My jaw clenched. She turned to me, her smile, sharp as glass. Asterisk, maybe, if you took better care of yourself, ate better, tried harder, maybe if you weren't so broken, my son would finally have the family he deserves. The table went silent. Daniel's sister looked at her plate. His brother coughed awkwardly. Asterisk, Daniel, he just sat there. Asterisk, I felt my hands start to shake. Not from sadness, from rage. Asterisk, Linda raised her glass, too, hoping next year brings better news. That's when I stood up. Actually, Linda, I said calmly, reaching into my purse, I have some news right now. Her smile faltered. I pulled out the ultrasound photo. Folded, crisp, perfect. Asterisk, I walked around the table slowly, letting the tension build. Then I placed it in front of her. I'm 12 weeks pregnant. The room exploded. Daniel's jaw dropped. His sister gasped. His brother laughed in shock. Linda stared at the ultrasound like it was a bomb. You're lying. She stammered. Asterisk, am I said, pulling out my phone. Here's the doctor's report. Due date, May 14th. Would you like to see the heartbeat video too? Her face drained of color. I leaned down, my voice soft but deadly. Asterisk, I've been pregnant this whole time. Linda, I just didn't want to share it with someone who called me broken. Silence. Daniel finally spoke. Why didn't you tell me? Asterisk, I turned to him, my voice steady. Because you never defended me. Not once. He flinched. I grabbed my coat. Asterisk, enjoy your dessert. I'm going home. And I walked out. The drive home was quiet, powerful, liberating. My phone started buzzing within minutes. Daniel, I'm so sorry. Please come back. His sister, that was savage. Good for you. Even his brother, Linda, had it coming. Asterisk, but Linda, she didn't text. She called. I let it ring. Then came the voicemail. Asterisk, how dare you embarrass me like that? In my own home. You're vindictive. Cruel. I deleted it without finishing. The days after were chaos. Asterisk, Daniel came home that night, begging for forgiveness. Asterisk, I should have stood up for you, he said, tears in his eyes. I was a coward. Asterisk, yes, I said simply. You were. Asterisk, we talked for hours. He apologized. He promised to set boundaries. Asterisk, I didn't forgive him right away, but I listened. Linda, on the other hand, spiraled spiraled. She called Daniel, crying. She told everyone I was cruel, that I humiliated her on purpose. Asterisk his sister shut her down. You humiliated her for years, Mom. She just finally hit back. Asterisk by Christmas, Linda was icing me out. Fine by me. When I started showing, she tried to reconnect. Asterisk suddenly, she wanted to throw a baby shower, buy gifts, be involved. I said no, you don't get to call me broken, and then celebrate my baby. Asterisk, she cried. She begged. I didn't budge. My daughter was born in May. Asterisk healthy, beautiful, perfect. Daniel was there, holding my hand, crying tears of joy. Linda texted, asking for photos. Asterisk, I sent one. Just one. Asterisk her reply. She's beautiful. Can I come visit? I waited 3 days before responding. Maybe when you apologize. Really apologize. Asterisk, she never did. A year later, I ran into Linda at a grocery store. She looked older, tired. She looks just like Daniel. Linda said softly, staring at my daughter in the cart. She does, I said. Linda hesitated. I'm sorry for what I said. For all of it. I looked at her for a long moment. Thank you, I said, but sorry doesn't undo years of cruelty. I walked away, not out of spite, but because I didn't owe her anything anymore. People ask if I regret how I handled it. I don't. Asterisk for years, I stayed silent while she tore me down. Asterisk that Thanksgiving, I finally stood up. Asterisk not with screaming, not with drama, just with truth, and the look on her face when she realized she'd underestimated me. Worth every second. If you've ever been called broken, inadequate, or not enough, I see you. Asterisk tell me, what was your moment of standing up? And if this story hit home, subscribe, share, comment, because at Trail of Revenge, your pain becomes power. Asterisk, see you in the next story.